to Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Jackson on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the ball is knocked out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practicing,
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 40 now on second down. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second and 10, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and goal. Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they nearly get this all the way to mid. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the special teams did their job putting this offense back inside the 10. Now how can the defense respond? They'll start with the option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. The ball comes out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Here's Jackson. They've got a man downfield. It's Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he'll get it right back to Washington. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Back on day 1, they said they were capable of winning 10 games this year. They said that in this locker room.